Hello, everyone. The theme for today is repositioning ourselves for Christ. Let us focus on the Gospel of Mark, chapter 9, verses 32 through 42. Here we see that Jesus is teaching his disciples about the importance of repositioning themselves for him. The disciples had been arguing about who among them were the greatest, and Jesus had used this as an opportunity to teach them about true greatness in the kingdom of God. In Mark chapter 9, verses 35, Jesus sat down, called the 12 disciples, and said to them, "Whoever wants to be first must place himself last of all, and be the servant of all." He was calling them to reposition themselves from a mindset of self-promotion and competition to one of humility and service. He then took a child and had him stand in front of them. He put his arms around him and went on to say that whoever welcomes a child in his name welcomes him, and whoever welcomes him not only welcomes him, but also the one who sent him. Repositioning ourselves for Christ means putting aside our own desires and cravings and seeking to serve others with humility and love. It means valuing others above ourselves, just as Jesus did when he gave his life for us on the cross. It means embracing the weak, vulnerable, and the people who are suffering in our society, and recognizing their worth and value in God's eyes. At times we may find ourselves feeling distant from God, struggling with sin, or maybe unsure of our purpose. In those moments, we must humble ourselves and turn to Christ. We must reposition ourselves by surrendering our will and desires to Him, admitting our faults, seeking forgiveness, and asking for guidance. In this passage, Jesus reminds us that true identity and greatness comes from our relationship with Him. When we change ourselves for Christ, we find purpose, fulfillment, and joy in serving others and living for His kingdom. Let us therefore follow His example and reposition ourselves for Him today, and strive to live our lives in a way that honors Him. God bless us.